Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here with the December Trump report. Okay, so I've been doing these Trump reports for, I don't know, maybe 6, 7, 8 months, something like that. And there has been a bit of a theme going on since that time that, Trump was coming to his last days in office. And people don't believe me, but I have had an absolute multiplicity of dreams and visions about Trump leaving. Now, this morning, I do these reports at the end of every month, so I'm 2 days late today. But this morning I did hear that Barr has come out and said that there was no substantial election fraud in the voting. Okay, so take that up with William Barr if you don't like it. But let's go to the board now and have a look at what the energies are for Donald Trump. I'll do a 5-card spread, and if you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel. Hit that notification bell right now. Okay, so a whole heap of cards just fell out, so I'm going to put those on top. And I'm going to close my eyes now and see what I can see for Donald Trump in December 2020. I want to say he knows, and he's known for a long time, like months. Okay, he knows he's on, the way out. And all of this has been to try and convince people, that he's staying. And it's a way for him to pay off his campaign debts. He has a lot of debt related to his campaign, and so he's been sending out emails and messages to people on his database, his list, and sometimes 4 times a day asking for money. If you want to give him money, that's your business, but it's not going to help him win the election. Okay, let's have a look at the first card that comes up. Okay, it's the Queen of Pentacles, and that is all about money. He must have some absolutely astute and brilliant minds behind his campaign, because this whole thing of keeping it going, the longer they keep it going, the more money they're going to get. So this energy here says to me, yes, it's all about the money, and there could be a woman involved actually in the campaign, in running the campaign. I don't know. I'm not, sitting there across watching what's happening with Donald Trump all day. I've actually got lots of things to do. But this woman is very good at business, extremely astute, and I suspect it's online, because typically this card relates to a feminine energy who works from home. So no doubt they have call centres and all that sort of thing, but I think there is a fair degree of working from home. So it's all about the money, honey. Okay, let's have a look at the second card, Donald Trump in December. Donald Trump in December. I feel like he's extremely upset with William Barr today, but we'll see what comes out. There we go. We're imagining the tweet storm's going to start soon. The card that comes out is the 6 of Cups. Okay, this is sort of opposite to what I just said. There is a swing, like changing the mind, swinging back and forth on an issue, but it's actually happiness. I'm just wondering if, perchance, he's actually happy that it's coming to an end. He might be in 2 minds. Sometimes there's a very public person, and then inside there's like a terrified little boy or little girl inside. And so you have this person who looks like they're full of confidence in the public, but inside they're, shaking in their boots. There's times to be afraid, of course, for everybody. But I wonder if it's very, he is a Gemini, so let's face it, there are 2 sides to the story. Okay, so he might be having a sense of relief and a sense of happiness because it's coming to an end, but he is swinging. There's a decision to be made, and he is swinging on what he's going to do. I want to say with this too, his family are actually supporting him, and I do feel his daughter Ivanka is a very big support to him. And this card back here, Queen of Pentacles, that could well be her, because it's all about the money, honey. All right, so let's have a look at the third card and see what else comes up. Just looking. I'll go with that one on top. Closing my eyes now. There's a bird here. Looking at the big picture view, it's an eagle. Okay, so the American symbol, looking at the big picture, it's like he had a chain around his leg, and now he has slipped that chain off and he is free. Freedom is coming to the American people. Okay, the card that comes up is the Fool. This is actually a fantastic card. It's called the Fool because it's like there's a brand new horizon or something that's new, that we're stepping out into an unknown, and that's what's happened. There's a lot of action to be taken, but there's also opportunity, and green can suggest money. Some people are trying to hold this process up. I feel this is not about Donald Trump. I feel this is about the American people and the collective of energy. There are people within that are trying to hold America back in the past. Okay, it's not going to work. You've got this huge amount of energy here, and then this little dog trying to stop them. This here is like a promontory over water. Water's always about the subconscious, so it's been very grounded in practical reality, and now America is about to step off that. Is America going to fly sky high, sprout wings and fly like an angel, or is America going to end up in the drink? Even if it ends up in the drink, it's not a bad thing, because often in the deep dark oceans of the subconscious there are sunken treasure chests with lots and lots of valuable jewels and gold and, you know, extremely precious valuable items. So whichever way it goes, it's a win-win for the American people. So I say step out into the new era. Don't be held back in the past by somebody and a party that are thinking like they are, in fact, 70s or 80s. They're thinking like that, you know. Just because you're 70 something years old or 60 or 50 or whatever age you are, doesn't mean you have to think like that. You can think like you're 50 or 40 or 30. You know, you can think younger thoughts. You can stay up to date with what's going on. Yeah. Okay, let's look at the next card for Donald Trump in December 20 and see what comes out. I'm going to go with that one. Okay, closing my eyes now. What do I see for Donald Trump? Yeah, well, as soon as I close my eyes, I see him walking along the street alone, isolated, with an umbrella, and it is bucketing down rain. Okay, so this is grief. Rain is always about tears, and I feel like the Republican Party is not really his party. They've stayed, you know, with him by and large due to, you know, being pragmatic about situation. If I do this, then I'll get that. But they're really not his party. He's probably, oh well, I won't go on about it, but put it this way, he is alone and isolated. So he may have periods of happiness here, probably when he's dealing with people in the outside world, but deep down there's grief going on. Okay, this is the Seven of Wands. It's about conflict, so there's more conflict coming up for him. You can see she's wearing black. There's some information that he doesn't know. Black is always that which is hidden, okay? It's out of view, out of sight, and she's wearing it, okay? So she is representing him, trying to defend himself against all of these other people that are now standing up. I do feel this is not just the Democrats, but people in his own party as well. The red bra, red can mean activity, energy. It can also mean anger. Okay, but certainly a lot of conflict. This is not over, Red Rover. There's a lot of conflict still coming up for Donald Trump this month. Okay, let's have a look at the final card for December. See what it means. You can think of this in time if you want to. So week by week, so this would be the last week, and then this next card would be the last few days of the month. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go with that one there. Close my eyes. What do I see around Donald Trump in December 2020? Okay, he's got to be careful. You know, he's being manipulated. There's a few people, it could be 3 people, 3 men that are manipulating him, because I see a hook. It's like a hook comes out like this, a silver hook, and it grabs him by the legs, you know, and he gets hooked in. It's like they say a few things and he gets hooked in and he runs with what they say, and they know full well that he's not going to go and research it or actually check it out logically. He'll just accept what they say. And so the card that comes up is the Page of Swords. Pages always bring news. Swords, okay, so these are ideas or communications coming to him that he has to sort out. This is the problem, you see, what I was just saying a minute ago. People tell him stuff and he doesn't go and research what they tell him. He just runs with it. Swords is about analysing. He needs to pull the sword of logical analysis out of his brain and actually check what people are telling him. And you know, he just accepts these wild conspiracy theories, and then he puts them out on the public, on Twitter, to the public, like they're real, you know, like they've got evidence behind them, and they don't have substantial evidence, like the hydroxychloroquine debacle that he was tweeting on about. And when he got sick, he didn't take it because it doesn't work. Okay, take the big picture view. Don't get caught in the details, but do analyse what is said, you know. He's not getting, his advisors are not telling him the truth, and he just accepts what they say. What can I say? Okay, so Queen of Pentacles, which is probably Ivanka, Cups, this sort of bravado and confidence and happiness to the outside world. I feel this is more, this could be him. I've read it as being for the American people. If it is him, it means the same thing. He's starting a brand new venture. People are trying to hold him back in the past. You know, maybe he's already moved on and he's working on his new venture. I did mention some months ago that it's probably something like a TV channel, an entertainment network or something like that, where he can be on TV again. Conflict here in the Seven of Wands, Page of Swords, news coming that he has to analyse, you know, he has to start thinking seriously. Okay, I'm just going to close my eyes now and see what I can see for Donald Trump in December 2020. I've got a great big, in the heavens, the firmament, and there's a great big crack going up the firmament in the heavens, and it's like being ripped apart. So these are the opposites, and the rift between Donald Trump and his party, that's what wants to come out of my mouth. The rift between Donald Trump and his party is getting bigger. So he's never really got on with the majority of the party. He's got some supporters there, but the rest have just gone along with him for their own selfish means, not really looking at what it means to the American people. Like, really, before March, they should have cracked down on COVID, and they just ignored it. They're all complicit. Every single one of them is complicit. Our government acted 12th of March. And certainly America would have known way before our government. In fact, the American government was advised by the FBI multiple times in November 2019, but they did nothing. So this time was very valuable because it could have been used to tell the people what was happening, to be transparent and tell the people, look, there's this really very, very serious pandemic that it's possible it could come here. So they could have started psychologically preparing the people, but they didn't. So what can I say? Anyway, the rift is getting bigger and bigger. Now I think some of these people in the GOP are realising that COVID is now out of control in the States, and so they're backing away from Trump. They're already tainted, but you know, they're trying to save their hides, no doubt. I just see Donald Trump walking on. He's got a future. He's got a plan, what he wants to do. And I feel like he's spending his time sort of working out doing that and playing golf. I did actually do a reading the other day, and he was playing golf. And so really this is the time to be working on COVID. Okay, anything else? And a big explosion I see. An explosion is a release of a whole lot of energy that comes up. He could have this in his physical body, and as this is like a new insight, a new awareness or something like that. I have the feeling as the energy comes up, it's coming up from like the root chakra or somewhere down there. As it comes up, it's going to get stuck at different points, so there could be more health related things, and particularly on something about his back or walking. Something about walking is difficult, and now I'm getting a headache across here as well, and that's like third eye shutting down, you know, or you know, that's your intuition, your ability to see into the future. He does have some psychic ability, I've seen that before, but I feel like that's shutting down now for some, because of this huge explosion that's going on of energy coming in. I'm seeing one of those plants, I've forgotten what it's called, but it's those plants that only flower once every 100 years, the really stinky smelly ones, and they've got like this long sort of stamen that comes out of the top. They're very large plant, and it's a bit like one of the, like a triffid or something that kills people, but there's a stench. Okay, so I'm not going to focus on that because I can start to smell it right now, and it smells like vomit, so I'm not doing that. Okay, anything else for Donald Trump? Packing up. Okay, I see him packing up, packing things up. I don't think he'll be doing much packing himself. He's obviously got people to do it, but I do see him rolling some clothes or something like that up. So he'll be leaving the White House soon enough. He's preparing to leave in December. I don't know that he's leaving in December though. Okay, so I'll leave that question up in the air. Okay, that's all I see at the moment. If you are new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful month, everybody. Joe Biden will be your president next month. Okay, thanks again, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.